You click Create Spreadsheet. I'm going to turn off the lights for the people in this room here. All right. And well, since my name is blank, we should pick the blank one. So choose blank. And all these boxes are called cells. Okay, cells. And we got gray boxes and white boxes, and you can slide around on there. All right. If you grab the equal sign in this top corner, right by where it says, look, you can't see my feet. I can slide this here. You know, look at that. By grabbing this equal sign, which vertical equal sign, and there's also one down here at the bottom, right underneath the 22, right under the 22. This is just aesthetically pleasing. You know, you don't have to shrink your screen, but you can do that. You can always make it bigger later. All right, now we're not going to use any of the gray boxes. The gray boxes are for text, and we don't need to do, like, which is useful for like a pie chart, but we're not doing that. All right, so just in any old white box, I mean, this is really just like one big sandbox here. I'm going to double tap on a cell, and I'm going to write, let's see, the time was here, so I'll put seconds here, and then the box next to it, that was our meters here. All right. And then underneath seconds, I'm gonna, okay. I think they fixed this glitch, but let's just avoid the glitch altogether. You can turn your keyboard into, I know there's numbers on the tops there, but just tap on the 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna, it'll look like a calculator. And I know this for sure works. And we're just going to put numbers in. And so we got 0 seconds, and I'm just going to hit next, 1 second, 3 seconds, 5 seconds. All right. And then for 0 seconds, it had gone 0 meters. And just let's create some fake numbers in here. And when you change your numbers with real numbers, it will adjust the dots in real time. So we're not wasting time by putting in fake numbers. Let's put in some fake numbers. At 1 second, I'm going to pretend it's 1.3. At 3 seconds, I'm going to pretend it's 2.5. And at 5 seconds, I'm going to pretend it's 4.62. All right. I've dropped down my keyboard so you can see better. All right. So don't put any units in here. I know we always say label your answers. This is like this whole app is like a calculator, and words can sometimes mess up the calculator. You know, you don't put words into your calculator. So if I want to highlight, I can drag, and you can tap on it, and you can move this around. If I want this over here, I can move it. All right. If I want the whole thing moved, I can highlight the whole thing, and I can move it wherever I want it. All right. So there, you can always move things. But what I want you to do is tap on the 0 and then drag so you cover all your numbers. Technically, you could drag extra cells, and you could always add more, but this is going to be your active area for data. This is big enough here, so we're going to just highlight your numbers. Don't highlight the words, not the seconds or the meters. Now, when we highlight, it gives us some, we don't want to cut, we don't want to copy, we don't want to delete, we want to hit cell actions. Hit cell actions. Then you get this thing on the side here. We can merge cells, autofill, Let's create new chart. See where it says create new chart? Tap create new chart. And the graph is basically almost, oh, well, we have to pick which chart. Don't do 3D or interactive. Don't do 3D or interactive. Definitely not interactive, but 2D, if you swipe sideways, it's the same graphs, but they're different colors. So if you have a color you like, pick that color. And then if you can swipe up and down too. And what I want to pick is the little pluses, You see underneath the circles there, there's the pluses right there. I'm tapping on it. All right, so tap on that one. And now the graph is basically done, but we have to paint it up a little bit and make it pretty. Okay, so there's that ugly blue dot floating up here. Oops, sorry. All right, there's this ugly blue dot. I want to get rid of that. And these numbers are, I want to make the numbers go up by a reasonable increments here. All right, so tap on your graph, And there's a paintbrush on the top there. See at the top of your screen, top of the screen, there's a paintbrush. Tap on that paintbrush. And on that paintbrush, there's these 4 things that we're going to go through here. Actually, we won't have to do the last one. Chart, start on the left and go across. I can still change the color if I want. Well, we don't need to change. You can change it if you want. Turn off the legend. That'll get rid of this blue dot. Sometimes you need a legend, but not today. So get rid of the legend. Add a title. All right. And that is all you need to do for a chart. Turn off legend, turn on title. It says title. We'll be able to tap on that and change the text in there. Tap on style. And now there's 3 things there: general, grid lines, labels. General, grid lines, labels. All right. So under styles, let's start on general. Let's add some connection lines. You can add curved or straight. I don't care. Same general idea. Grid lines. That means, do you want it to look like a graph? Should we make this look like graph paper? Let's do it. All right. So you can add on you can pretty much highlight all of them. How did I learn how to do this? Did I take no, I just poked around until I saw what each thing did. So you can always tinker. All right. You can add tick marks if you want, just add little lines that stick out. And then labels. Do we want the sides labeled, the X and the Y labeled? Yes, we do. So on labels where I am, tap on axis name on. This is the X axis. And then here's the Y axis. All right. The X and the Y. Now it has words on the sides. If you want to change your font size, you can. Data. Let's go to that last one there. And this one, all right, well, let's show you. Let's do X axis first. Now watch the bottom numbers as I change the major steps. See that? It's 4 steps. They have it going up by like 1.25s. But if I change it to 5 steps, boom, everything lands nicely. I mean, I can change it to 10 if I wanted to, and that would also look nice. It gets more graphy. Let's do that with the Y scale. If you don't want 10, you want to just do 5, do 5. All right, now so go back, go to Y, and change your major steps, maybe 5. Oh, look at that. All right, I can change it to more. Oh, that's ugly. That's ugly. So you want to have it land in a nice number. All right. And now we're basically done, except we have to put a title. We have to change the text here. Look how it looks all graphy though. All right, so with your skinny fingers here, you can zoom in if you need, but double tap on the word title and call it distance time graph. All right. And then over here, are these distances or times on the Y? Right, these are distances. Good. Distance, and this is in meters. We want to tell people, are these miles? What is this? And then down here, this must be then, the other one's distance. This one is time. What, in months? No, seconds. And my graph is done. All right. There you go. Now, when you do yours, if I change this 4.62, I mean, let's just for fun change that 4.62 to just like 2.5 here. Watch what my graph changes in real time. See? Now my graph, I can make it a 0 and it'll shoot down on the bottom then. All right. So, so you can change those numbers and it's already built for you. Isn't that nice? Now, when I did that, these numbers are all funny now, and I might need to go back into the paint feature and change that y-axis to be prettier numbers. So, oh, that's okay. 6 is nice. So then you might change some of them. Okay. Does this make sense?